Hey guys, Deathletter Magic here, and huge news coming out for MTG Arena today. We knew that the season pass, and I guess you could say the season, is rolling over, at least in the fairly near future. I think it's September 26th, don't quote me on that. And then we have a rotation, we've got a new set coming out, it is huge. But then they added even more. You should go check out the video, it's only 6 minutes long, that they posted over on Daily MTG in the article titled MTG Arena State of the Game September 2019, because it's everybody's favorites, Jay Parker, who may or may not be able to DM my Dungeons & Dragons group, but that hair certainly could, and Megan O'Malley, who I like to call Megan O'Malley. But seriously, they are like two legit actual cool people. Very rare to find people like that at Wizards. But yeah, they were showing off some cool stuff that you get for the rotation, I guess you would say. And also, this is, I believe, the official release of the game. In other words, it will no longer be in beta, which is funny. They've already held like paid tournaments in it. It's pretty much not in beta. But now they're admitting it. Yay. So if your account is older than the 26th, turns out I was correct about that, September 26th, so you've basically participated in the beta for at least one day, you will immediately get, upon logging in, a Fibblethip avatar and Fibblethip card backs. And also in the same screenshot, they showed off potentially 2 other card backs you can get. They didn't mention anything about them, but they were in the frame. Also, they had something odd on the new mastery screen. This is clearly a new pet, but then this also appears to be clearly the new pet. One looks like a dog, one looks like a fox, but I'll just assume they're the same. But then in the shot, they were only like level 1, so how would they have a different one on the right than on the left? So I'm not sure what's going on there, but I guess the new pet is a fox, so makes sense. A lot of foxes in the set. Maybe they finally have like cosmetic options where you can change it however you want instead of leveling it up. I don't know. I want a little pirate hat for my fox, damn it. Also, sometime in October, they'll be rolling out a friends list option, so you don't just need to get on Skype or Discord or email or send a carrier pigeon to find out somebody's username. You can, well, I suppose you would have to do it once, but then I guess you could just have a friends list, right-click, challenge them, done. So that'll be kind of cool. Also, obviously, Brawl is going to be coming out as a supported format. Finally, they decided to attempt to revive it. They're probably just actually waiting for rotation, because 8 sets, which is over 2,000 cards, just turn out to be some horribly degenerate crap, and they would not ban cards quick enough. I've heard that they assured us they're going to ban cards quicker this time. I don't believe them. But they're saying, hey, you'll be able to play Constructed Brawl and with your friends. So I guess maybe not competitively yet. I don't know. They phrased it kind of funny, but at the very least, you'll be able to play it against your friends on your friends list. So the friends list is coming out, but they're still developing friend messaging. So you'll probably still have to communicate on a third-party platform, but you'll at least be able to challenge somebody slightly easier. So also there's another category. You got, okay, it's going to roll out. Then you've got, they're still developing it, but they're working on it. And then they have conceptualizing, so they're still thinking about doing this. We've got Cube Draft. I can't imagine how that would work. Would everybody participating have to own the cards, or would you just have to own the cards? Because a cube is basically a pre-made pool of cards that like you put together yourself, and then your friends like draft from it. I always thought Cube Draft was stupid, but Cube Pseudo Sealed is actually hilarious. But that's just me, I hate draft. But the fact that you can do it on Arena is kind of cool. I mean, it does benefit them because it encourages people to get more cards, I guess. And the whole friendly friends brawl thing and all that, they really encourage fun gameplay. Fun, enjoyable, interesting gameplay where you don't care who wins. Which I should almost reverse those. Because you don't care who wins, it's fun and interesting and enjoyable. I mean, you're in control. You can build the silliest, weirdest, wackiest, funnest brawl deck you've ever seen. And the same goes for a cube. You could do an all unicorns cube. Probably not. I think the cube would have to be bigger than that. But you could do like the craziest set of cards for a cube. And I highly, highly suspect it'll involve any card ever added to Arena. And then just have some fun. Just get some people, have some fun, maybe stream it, and instead of just, oh, it's the same deck again, oh, I lost, oh, I was 1 away from getting to Diamond League, and now I'm not, you know, all the negativity towards Arena, very much deserved, by the way, because it's currently not that fun, and it's mostly because the standard meta isn't that fun, and people are slow playing dicks. You get rid of both of those problems if you play against your friends, hopefully. Otherwise, delete them from your friends list. So to have Friendly Brawl and Cube Very, very, very smart. Also, they're going to have friend deck sharing. Or I should say, none of these are set in stone, but their intention is to start development on these. So you can say, hey, I'm really having fun with this deck, or hey, you want to go do a stupid mirror match with this dumb brawl deck, and then you share it with them, which once again encourages them to burn their wild cards at a higher rate, so it benefits Arena financially. But you don't have to. You can just tell your friend, hey, I don't have 15 of these cards, and I don't want to burn 15 wild cards. But right now, I've sent deck lists to plenty of people, especially Cinder and DJ Vinyl, while they're streaming, and said, here, try this. And then they immediately try it while they're live on stream. And then I give them tips about how they're misplaying it. Tips might be a little generous. But yeah, sharing deck lists between friends is cool, as long as it's anything other than top tier decks. Because remember, the definition of net decking is copying what you perceive to be one of the best decks in the world because you have to win at all costs and fun is not a factor. Sharing your friend's deck because you think it's interesting, or finding an interesting deck on the internet and then using it, that's not net decking, despite the obvious name coincidence. That's just somebody who wants to play Magic and doesn't like building decks, or just really wants to try a deck that they found that's interesting. But if the intention is not to absolutely dominate and crush everyone at any cost because you have to win, then it's not net decking. So this is not the automatic net decking function, and plus there's an import button right now. So you could go to MTG Salvation where it's like net deck or central and go get whatever deck you think is going to piss people off the most. You can do that right now. So with the friend deck sharing thing, I don't really think it promotes bad behavior. They also mentioned it's coming up for Mac, which if you're a Mac user, you're part of the problem. Just stop. Everybody hates you. Apple fanboys are an absolute disease. Just stop. And if you're like, oh, but my parents bought Macs, I personally hate them. I'm a Windows person, but I'm stuck with it because that's what my parents bought and I'm a kid. Call Child Protective Services, because owning a Mac should be child abuse. I hope a meteorite wipes out Apple headquarters. I cannot name one tech company I hate more than them, and that includes EA. And also historic cards, which is just a scam to get you to double spend your wild cards on some stupid bullshit that's going to be mismanaged. That's coming out. The Epic Game Store, don't even get me started. And new event types. Yay, because the stupid Momir thing that's back. It's run its course. I played way the hell too much Momir right now in Arena. I finally went 5-1 in one of the damn things after I bombed out like 3 in a row. It was an embarrassment, but honestly, there's almost no skill involved whatsoever. So theoretically, you should win 50% of your matches, which means you're just going to lose coins and lose gems. Oh my God, don't use gems to enter this stupid event. Momir went from fun, crazy, interesting, chaotic nonsense, oh my gosh, this is so crazy, to, okay, this is just stupid, it's all luck, and every time my opponent goes ahead, I get pissed off. I don't know if you guys are in the same mindset as me, but I've played like over 100 games of it, and I'm like super done with it. It still has its moments, especially when the game swings around like you wouldn't believe and somebody summons something just devastating, or somebody accidentally nukes the entire board, including their own side, with that murder girl or whatever. But yeah, new events would be very welcome. And some of the really weird stuff that came up for the last couple of weeks, with like the treasure, oh, that was interesting, because I finally got to play one of my decks where its main weakness was not having enough consistent mana, and you get a treasure like every turn or whatever. That was wild. I loved that. So all these weird, wacky formats that you'd probably never play in paper unless your LGS is totally awesome and does weird stuff like that, I'm all for that. So they should do more of that for sure. I'm looking forward to that. Because once again, it's fun. It's like, especially if the entry fee is 0, which this, oh my gosh, Momir tournament should have been 0. I love it. I love taking a break from Constructed and the whole ranking system and just playing Magic to have fun, because that is more fun. Imagine that. So it looks like all positive changes except for the historic thing, and that's optional. You have no obligation to participate in it in any way. So new sound effects, new animations, new card backs, new, what do they call those, play arenas, you know, the background environment thing. I mean, new everything. Unfortunately, you're going to have to probably burn a lot of wild cards, so hoard those. And I would take all the gems and all the coins you can possibly get and just stuff them in your cheeks like a squirrel. You've got a couple days to do so. I mean, you probably shouldn't have been doing it all month because you know what's up. I have, I think, almost 300 wild cards total, so I could literally unlock the entire set as far as commons and uncommons and not even blink. And I do believe I've spent $25 on Arena, like, ever. So clinkety clinkety clack, get them coins coming. So hopefully they don't find some way to screw all this up. Usually Arena just does better than Wizards of the Coast in general. But I will say the whole historic thing, the new extended, which is basically what it is, and the like having to burn 2 wild cards for 1, and ooh, that's a big step in the wrong direction. It's just a blatant money grab, wild card sink. Also, there's one thing I totally forgot to mention. They have an event coming up for the launch celebration. It's a 2-part standard event, and it says play any deck, win every card. So event details will provide access to play sets, 4 copies of every card in standard. See, this is what I was waiting for them to do. Just temporarily for one tournament, just open up everything, because once you give people something, they don't like it taken away. So if you build some crazy deck and then you're like, well, the event's over, crap, I really want to build that deck. Like, you're going to buy some wild cards, you know what I mean? Open some packs. So I think from a marketing standpoint, that's pretty good. Otherwise, if you're just like, no, I'm a dedicated free player, this is a great opportunity for you to play with absolutely anything, which is the reason that X-Mage exists. It's like MTGO, but totally free, and you can build whatever you want. So they're saying you can build any deck in standard. I don't know if they mean new standard or old standard or combined or extended or whatever, who knows. But you can build as many decks as you like, and you can change them between matches. And then it starts at September 26th, obviously, and runs until October 1st, which is quite a while. The entry fee is none, but you can only participate once. Oh boy. And the format is standard best of 1, and the event record is up to 12 games, win or lose. So that's the Play Any Deck event. And then they have, I guess, a separate event, the Win Every Card Challenge. So they're saying this event details is will provide access to playlists of every card in Standard, which you can use to build anything you want. It's literally the same exact description. You can also change your deck, whatever. It's on October 5th, starting at 8 o'clock Pacific time until October 7th. And the entry fee is none, but you can only compete once. Format is standard best of 1. And the event record is 12 wins or 2 losses, whichever comes first. Pretty vicious. The event rewards are, if you get 12 wins, regardless of if you have 1 loss or not, you get 1 copy of every card in standard, plus 1 sealed event token, plus golden egg card sleeve. Ooh, if you get 11 wins, you get still 1 copy of every card in Throne of Eldraine. So the other one was every card in Standard. 11 is every card in Throne of Eldraine only. Then you get 1 sealed event token, which is an entry for a sealed event, and then 1 golden egg card sleeve. If you get 9 to 10 wins, you get 1 sealed event token, still worth, what is that, 3,000 gems? 5 Throne of Eldraine individual card rewards, and the golden egg card sleeve. Actually, if you get 0 to 1 win, you get the golden egg card sleeve. They're not going to stop saying it. So for 8 wins, you get 5 Throne of Eldraine rare ICRs. By the way, if I didn't say it for the last one, they're rare only individual card rewards. And then for 6 to 7 wins, you get 4 of those. For 4 to 5 wins, you get 3 of them. For 2 to 3 wins, you get 2 of them. And for 0 to 1 wins, you get 1 rare ICR. Also, log into Arena right now. You have until midnight September 25th to use the code 5bonus-levels, no spaces, capital F, capital B, capital L, to earn 5 levels. I'm going to put it in even though I'm level 100 in Mastery. So, if you're not level 100, use that immediately. Okay, I actually just logged in and hit it. It just gave me 5,000 XP and then basically nothing happened. So, cool. As for the new Mastery system, they said they're tweaking it very slightly, and they'll have details about it early next week. So if you get it at level 1, your signing bonus or whatever is actually those Throne of Eldraine sleeves that we saw before. You get Garruk as an avatar, and you get that little fox. And then they once again showed him off with all the weird glowy stuff in the helmet. I don't know what's going on there, but okay. I assume that's the max level one, because I think I remember the cat being its max level in the top right. I don't know. Somehow they managed to show it off twice without being clear about it, but I assume that's what it is. Also, they made what I am pretty sure is actually a change, because they said this wouldn't work before. If you own Luminous Bonds, the card from Rivals of Ixalan, it's also in Guilds of Ravnica, but if you didn't unlock the Guilds of Ravnica version, they claim you can now still play the Rivals of Ixalan version, because that's how Standard works in paper. You could use like an M13 whatever land, and it's legal because it's the same card. I'm pretty sure they said they weren't going to do that, but now they are. Also, they want to remind people of something I already covered in videos, so I'm not going to break it way down, but if you played prior to September 26th, you are going to get all kinds of crazy stuff like extra bonus XP, extra individual card rewards, extra packs, I think even extra mastery orbs, I think. Oh yeah, 2 extra ones. Just for participating in the beta and then participating in the new mastery system. I think whether you buy the mastery pass or not. So that's kind of cool. You get like all kinds of stuff for just being in the beta. So that's nice. So that's about all the information we have for now. I will be live streaming the hell out of post rotation once I get some decks together. So watch for that. Turn on notifications if you don't want to miss it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next video.